Okay, this is going to be another one of my shit hits the fan videos. I'm going to talk about things that aren't going to be there in shit hits the fan that you currently take for granted. And I'm not talking about internet or anything like that, because if you mention it, you probably don't take it for granted. It's like, yeah, no more video games, no more TV, none of that stuff. But let's forget about that for a minute. Let's talk about the things that you take for granted that you're probably gonna miss once shit hits the fan. It's one of the things you're gonna miss is deodorant, for example. People are not gonna be able to shower or bathe as regularly, and they're gonna run out of deodorant sooner or later. Not only that, baby powder will not be made. Baby powder and all that stuff. Diapers for the little kids, that's going to be gone. And another thing is soap. People are going to stink. It's going to smell really bad. And don't forget about the sanitation services that are going to be gone. And because it's like garbage will pile up really quickly, and nobody will be collecting it. That's going to make things ripe for disease and everything like that. Another thing that you're probably going to miss sorely that you take for granted now is peace of mind. You're gonna have trouble sleeping even if you have a bed, because you're gonna be constantly on edge, worrying about somebody coming to hurt you or steal your stuff or hurt your family, because there ain't gonna be no more, law enforcement. Well, there probably will be law enforcement. It just won't be officer-friendly enforcing the law anymore. See, a total state of anarchy cannot exist permanently. It's always a temporary thing. There will always be authority. That authority might be, officer-friendly. It could be, Rick Grimes. It could be Negan. It could be the governor, or whatever post-apocalyptic baddie you can think of. Hell, it might even be Skynet from Terminator. But anyway, a throne will not remain vacant forever. Somebody will sit on it eventually. Oh, and did I mention that there wouldn't be any coffee, and there wouldn't be any mind-altering substances? Because it's like, this, for example, is a mind-altering substance. There would be no more. People would be going through withdrawals and things like that. And that's really going to freak a lot of people out. In fact, I even did a whole video on this. If all drugs suddenly disappeared, it'd probably be worse than it'd be worse than an EMP or a zombie apocalypse if all drugs suddenly just poof vanished. And it's just, there's a lot of things that you take for granted that aren't going to be there, like heating, for example, that sort of thing. There's not going to be, you're not going to be able to wash your clothes as thoroughly or as regularly as you may want to. It's going to smell really, really bad. And did I mention shaving equipment? Shaving cream will run out. Razors will go dull. People are going to be growing beards. And women will grow hair in places that these days is considered socially unacceptable. They will have hairy legs, all that stuff. And not to mention, goodbye feminine hygiene products. And hygiene products in general. And it's just it's just going to be a huge dirty mess. And there is just more stuff that I've mentioned. Like, there's not going to be much music. You're probably not going to be able to use a boombox. Well, you will be able to until you run out of batteries, or if an EMP fries its circuits. Goodbye. That being said, there's just so much stuff that you take for granted. If you're out of shape, you're going to have to deal with not being able to use a car. And there's not going to be, medical supplies and all that stuff. And, you're not going to be able to get your hair cut the way you want it. You're there's just so much stuff that you take for granted that's just not going to be there. And, you know, toothpaste, that sort of thing. Your teeth are going to be in bad shape without it. Mouthwash, that sort of thing. It's just that there's so much stuff, and toilet paper, that I'm just naming off stuff as I go. This is not scripted, but I mean, it's going to get really bad. And a lot of the things, well, pretty much everything that you take for granted is going to be gone. You don't know what you have until it's gone. And you certainly don't know what you have until shit hits the fan. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe.